Good morning. This is Dr. Bob with your Monday, April 6th Master Pattern Report. Coming to you from beautiful sunny Scottsdale, Arizona. Okay, let's look at how we did last week. Last week we hit the S&P on Thursday. Nice big up move, and we picked up about an 85%, 86% return on our option. We also made a nice small trade on with the New Zealand dollar, and our STP stock. Unfortunately, we got stopped out on it, but we took a decent profit. Talking about knowing the future and not being able to do anything about it. The day before, we had added to our position with the STP stock at $8. The next day it ran up to $12. Unfortunately, we put in a stop at $9.85, and the stock retracted back down to $9.75, and we were stopped out. We took a small profit. But then it proceeded to jump right back up to $11.5, and by the end of the week it was at $14. So much for knowing the future. Okay, let's see what we're going to do this week. This week we're expecting some major action towards the end of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, the 8th, 9th, and 10th. I like the Australian dollar along here. The Japanese yen, while it's continuing to weaken, has broken a major resistance point here. I'm a little cautious about it. I will play the Australian dollar and the New Zealand dollar against the Japanese yen, but I'm a little concerned that it's weakening severely here. So I'm going to watch it. Also, there may be something in the works here. We might be going short on silver. I'll let you know, but we're watching this, and it very well may work out that we're going to do a short play here. Also, in the future, near future, I'm going to talk to you about silver and these silver certificates, the ETFs and whatnot. There's something major brewing there that I'm going to discuss with you in the near future that you better watch out for. Okay, let's talk about some socio-politico-economic factors here. And let's talk about the foreclosures and the modifications scenario that's going on with the federal government. Folks, it's not working. And the reason it's not working is because, unfortunately, a lot of the people that they're trying to save can't be saved. These are, for lack of better terms, unproductive owners who haven't got a clue. I mean, these people need mentoring from day one. If the government were going to put in some sort of mentoring program where investors who know what they're doing would come in on a partnership basis with them, or a piece of the action type of thing, and help them with, actually literally help them on a day-to-day basis as to how to budget and spend and whatnot. That's the only way that these people, I mean, you can reduce the rates down to 2%, and unfortunately, and God love them, it's just we're throwing a lot of good money after bad. The people who really need to be helped are the those achievers who are having a difficult time, maybe where the husband or the wife, it's a two-income family, and they've gotten cut back, or one of them may have lost their job or gotten knocked down, and they're still making enough money to get by, but they're struggling. They're having a real hard time with it. Those are the people that really need the help. Unfortunately, the government views people with the decent incomes as not requiring assistance. This is ridiculous, folks. This is really ridiculous. I mean, not only are they telling us that we need help, but they're telling us which of us needs help. And concerning the fiscal stimulus as well, it's the same scenario. We're giving money to social, cultural organizations, organizations that are interested in specific philosophies and politics. Cyros's group is getting millions and millions of dollars, as is Acorn. For what? First off, who needs them? And secondly, where's the counterpart? Where's the other? Some of these people are directed into one culture or one belief, but there's no money going into the other side. I mean, hello, America. What's happening here? So I feel that a lot of the money in the fiscal stimulus is going again into unproductive entities, and this is a major problem, folks. And if the government doesn't get off this horse, you are going to see a major turnaround in politics in the next two to 3 years. Everybody's saying the Republicans are dead. Not if the government keeps going the way it is. They won't be dead. And whether you're a Democrat or Republican, it doesn't matter to me, because they're both morons, and one has a little better philosophy than the other, depending on where you're coming from. But they're still incompetent. Okay. All right. Let's quickly talk about some real estate here. All right. Things are starting to look a little better here, folks. I mean, rates are down there. Prices are well down. Look around. Look around. You might be happy with what you find. I mean, this might not be the exact bottom, depending on where you're at in the country. But hey, listen, you don't have to hit the exact bottom. You can be close. And we got to consider this. All this money that's being thrown after into the stimulus, nothing is being done once again to stem the loss in value of real estate. And without some sort of program to back that up, and I propose some sort of an insurance type of program to guarantee people that anything first 20 or 25% of their purchase is guaranteed. Something of that sort. And it's very, very affordable and very doable. And you don't need totally need government funding for that. You could have partial government funding and partial funding from various resources: realtors, contractors, builders, and homeowners themselves. And it would be a great program. And going forward, it would secure the fact that this wouldn't happen again. In the meantime, my estimates is that so far, nationwide, we've lost $500 billion in wealth in real estate. And nothing is being done about that issue. And I think it's about time that moron one and moron two, that's the Democrats and the Republicans, get to work on this and get something done. I mean, this is a travesty and stupidity, plain, absolute stupidity. And what frustrates me more than anything is that the communications, you cannot get through to these people. You cannot make a point. You cannot present a significant program to them because they're too busy, they're too distant, and they're too stupid. But in any event, listen, we're going to do our best. We're going to try and eradicate this whole mess that we're in. We're going to have to do it ourselves. This is Dr. Bob for the Master Pattern. I want you to have a great week, because we're going to do it. We're going to do it without these idiots. Have a good one. We'll see you next week.